So back on the road again. It is balls early in the Netherlands, and yeah, we're on the road again. We're heading to Amsterdam, and then we're gonna fly out of there to go to Ireland. And yeah, the Netherlands has, I mean, this first leg of the European trip has been incredibly cheap, mostly because I stayed at Ben's house the whole time, so yeah, he wouldn't let me pay for anything either. So yeah, thank you, Ben. You've been a hell of a host for sure. Yeah, so it's gonna be like an hour flight from Amsterdam to Dublin, and then yeah, we're gonna check that out. Like all the bike lanes like this here. So a few things about the Netherlands. One thing I thought was really cool is that the sun sets so late here. So it was like, it's April, and for us that's super early. Like the sun sets at 7:30 in Philadelphia, but in the Netherlands it's 8:30, and during the peak season it is actually 10 o'clock that the sun goes down. So you guys in the Netherlands have the sun until like 10 o'clock at night every time, like every day. Like, that's amazing. I never would have known that if I didn't come here, because I was like, it'd be 8 o'clock here and still like super bright, and I'm like, Ben, like, what the hell time is sunset here? But yeah, so you get way more sun up here than I would expect. So I was told that the reason they have a lot of these rivers and stuff is because they're actually like on like a swamp marshland. A lot of those, you know, windmills actually are draining the water off the land. So like that makes so much sense when you look at the map. You're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, they are in an archipelago that is kind of sinking. They're like way below sea level here. It's kind of like New Orleans. But they built a huge, like a huge wall to prevent further tide rising. So they are good. They're not like, apparently it's a big project. They're really proud of that, which I get it. But yeah, so yeah, this Rotterdam has been really cute. Yeah, I also can't say it enough that like this place is fucking clean. So clean. Yeah, this is the cleanest country I've ever been to. And that's saying a lot because I've been to Japan. But yeah, this place is spotless. All the bikes, they really care about like public spaces and public transportation and bikes and stuff. Pretty interesting way of life. Not my favorite country, I'll be honest, but I kind of like it a little bit more loose. I don't know. And this place is incredibly easy to get through. We got like a good amount of time. So we are here in Amsterdam. Yeah, this train is like so nice that I thought it was like a luxury train or something that I had to pay extra for, but that was not the case. Just Nice train. So, got like 3 hours before a flight, which apparently is way more time than we'll need. Yeah, so I haven't even got on the flight yet, and I already hate Ryanair. They like, you need a boarding pass or whatever, and then I like went to the website and did that, and then they were like, you gotta download the app to get the boarding pass, download the app to get the boarding pass, and it's like, this is not a boarding pass. Such a fucking pain in the ass. And now I gotta wait until the desk opens up, so I'm just kind of chilling in the airport. But apparently the security check is really fast here. They have like a scanner that does like, you can even bring water in bottles and stuff like that, so it's pretty easy to get through, so that's nice. So we landed in Ireland and we're here. Yeah, let's see how this goes. I think they're technically part of the EU, so we might not have to do as much, but I have a feeling we're still gonna have to go through everything, so we're taking the bus to Dublin. This was like 14 bucks round trip back to the airport too. So not bad, way better than Uber or anything like that. Yeah, the weather is exactly like what you'd expect so far. Very cloudy, overcast. First things first, we're gonna get a haircut. I mean, not a haircut, but a beard trim. Mustache out of control. So, hopefully, end up fine. I don't know why they're blinking, but downtown's super cute. So, we're gonna walk to the hostel. Yeah, I got a private room tonight because I need it, and not trying to keep on. I don't know, I just need a day to decompress, and we got work tomorrow, so probably end up doing a shared room tomorrow, but tonight, private room. Treat myself a little bit. It's like $100 a night. It's whatever. Maybe I'll meet somebody in a hostel, hang out. But yeah, this is place is so cute. I kind of want to stay here, but we don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Because I would like to go to like the countryside and stay there cheaper, but we'll see. So I should have did this before I unpacked all my stuff, but this is what 82 euros a night gets you in Dublin. Yeah, this is not the best, but it is super small. But it is right next to the Jameson factory, so just by chance. So I'm gonna go right over to the Jameson factory and check it out. Should be cool. Hopefully I can get in, because I know it's like, they said it's like actually not easy to get in there, and you have to have like reservations and stuff like that, so let's hope we can get in. But yeah, now time to explore Dublin. Yeah, so this is the Jameson factory. Got a little drink for free with the ticket, and I love the chandelier made out of Jameson bottles. But you first come up, you get a drink, and then yeah, there's a tour. I also got like they have a special where 18-year-old cast drawn, so yeah, that should be fun. I think this is like the original building or something. I didn't read too much. I heard free drink first, and I was like, all right, I'm getting a free drink first. Whew. I don't know why, but it's sweeter. Definitely sweeter here. They got like a cat up there.
learn about how it's made, and then we're going to finish off, of course, with that lovely taste, alright? So inside in here, I'm going to have 7 seconds of flashing lights. Now do so, but if you wouldn't mind making sure your flashes are off and your phones are on silent, that would be perfect, and of course try to get my good side. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me, but if you wouldn't mind keeping them up here throughout the history and the process, I'll get to them all. Actually, you need to know about Jameson is either inside the bottle or it's on our label itself. So our name, of course, Jameson, is after our founding father, John Jameson. Underneath that is our family crest, which you'll all see in large on our table, with our motto, Sine Metu, which means fearless or without fear in Latin. Now the motto will go ahead to define John Jameson's life and has defined our whiskey ever since. Now there are many different characters within our Jameson story, but there's only one founding father. And it all started when the enterprising John Jameson set up shop right here in Smithfield in 1780. Now Dublin was at the midst of a boom and our population was growing rapidly. We were the second largest city within Britain and Ireland, of course, second to the lovely London, and we had over 100 distilleries and breweries scattered across our city. However, many would fade away over time. Little did anybody guess, Dublin had just gained an institution that would last for over 2 centuries on the north side of our city, and that is, of course, ourselves here on Moher Street. Now this year's John Jameson, the main man himself, who was actually a Scotsman, and his beautiful wife Margaret, and together they share the same taste for adventure. Through innovation and hard work, the distillery grew, but so did their family. So guys, oh, yourself, ma'am. Yeah. Are you? Oh,
We try.
I can get another chair. Yeah. Oh, and you can sit down.
Yeah, look, what's going on? So these are all of our barrels. The thing about the Angel Star, so of all the whiskey Jameson makes, 49,000 bottles every day evaporate. That's more whiskey than is in this room right now, so we lose like this amount every single day to evaporation. So we've got 84 bourbon barrels in here. These are these little ones. Well, they're not little, but they're smaller than the 4 big sherry ones. Technically, those are not barrels. It's you think like you would call all of these barrels, but it's one of those things where like these are all casks. This is a barrel, and that's a butt. And that's funny. It just is. But yeah, sherry butts, bourbon barrels, 200 liters, 500. Oh gosh. So I'm straining it here because, now it might not happen, but there's often little bits of wood floating around. Oh yeah, there we go. You can see. Which is perfectly safe, obviously. It lives in the woods, but we don't want to strain them. I'll do another one just in case that's not enough. It's such a fun little sound. Fun thing about this is my hands always smell really nice afterwards. The other little thing I'll just kind of warn you about is this is, so it's straight out of the barrel, so it's going to be a bit stronger than it would be in the bottle. So whiskey goes into the barrel at, I think it's like precisely like 63.4% alcohol. And then over the years it'll weaken, because the longer it's in there, the more it evaporates. So this barrel is 21 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, so it'll be nice and full of flavor, and also it'll be about 55% alcohol at this point. So a little bit stronger, usually it's 40, 50, that's 110 proof if you use that system. You just double it.
So this is the hostel's common area. Pretty huge. I don't know everything that's down here, but full table bar, all that good stuff. I should go check it out. Oh wow, this area is huge down here. So yeah, all types of bars and ping pong and good stuff. And a huge outdoor common area. Oh wow. Yeah. I might end up doing a shared room here because it'd be a lot cheaper than $100, but I just need a few nights to gather my shit. I am so exhausted. I am just gonna eat this brisket and then pass the fuck out. I can't wait to go to bed, honestly. Yeah. Dublin is like full of like little corner streets like this, which is like so cute. I'm sure this is some type of brewery of some sort, but yeah, this is like exactly what you'd expect from like old English type of stuff. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Never gets old. So we are gonna go to the big temple bar that is pretty famous. Okay, so this is like I guess the area of the temple bar area, and they have a shit ton of bars, and we're gonna go to this one because this was, I think, the famous one. But yeah, it's all the way down. It's like goes pretty far down there. Yeah, this place is absolutely like packed. It's like Irish music and stuff like that, but live all day, I guess, or something. That's like 6 o'clock, something like that. Super early. Bars everywhere. Everywhere you go. I think you could keep on walking down there. I'd walk down there, but I am kind of tired, so we're going back this way. Back to the river. So this is a proper Irish pub. It is incredibly dark in here, and it's like 6:30. But yeah, really nice. And yeah, so we're going back to the hostel. It's like 8:30 at night, and yeah, so it was good. Yeah, so we're properly pissed after the pub, which, yeah, that's what I wanted to do. So all right, we're going to go to Cork today, but early, and we're gonna jump on a bus, inner city bus, and get there. But here is Dublin at 6 in the morning. Bit hungover from last night. Went to a tavern and got properly drunk with an Irish guy. Hearing a lot of good stories and talking bullshit back and forth. He was telling me a story about how a homeless man threatened him, and then he gave the homeless man, another homeless man punched that homeless man that threatened him in the back of the head, and now the homeless man is like extorting him for every time he sees him. He's like, hey, remember how I punched the guy in the head? Like, you owe me a couple cigarettes. Like, he's like, dude, I wish I never paid the guy, or I wish the guy never did it for me. Pretty funny. So we're headed to Cork right now, and yeah, taking the train. The train's not bad. I mean, it's not packed at all. Wi-Fi, and they give you seats and everything, so that's awesome. Yeah, the ticket was like pretty expensive though. Like it's like a 2.5 hour train ride, and it's gonna be like $50, which is, I don't know, it seems expensive to me for a train ride, but you know, it would have been a lot more expensive to do anything else. So here we are on the train. Not really sure what I'm gonna get into Cork. I just know I want to go with Dublin. So that's what we're doing. So we're in Cork. This place is super cute already. I feel like this is gonna be way more my speed than Dublin. I'm gonna go to a co-working space and see if they have day passes. Couldn't find anything online, but yeah, so I got work in the morning. I mean, it is the morning. I got work in like 30 minutes, so I gotta log in, start working, some shit doing, so I can pay for all this shit. And yeah, so we'll see how this goes. Hopefully I can get a co-working space. This is right outside the co-working space. This is like exactly what I thought Ireland would kind of be like. Little port towns. This is like picturesque. It's a fucking gloomy day, but yeah. Port of Cork. This is where we're gonna go work for the day. And then I booked an Airbnb somewhere not too far from here, so I can just, you know, Uber there or something. We'll figure it out. Yeah, so this is inside of the right next to the co-working space. It's kind of like a factory area. They have like this, oh, this humongous, but bunch of like food things set up. They're saying like how they have like all, pretty much every food you can imagine. I just got some breakfast sandwich. Yeah, pretty cool. It's beautiful. So this is the first time I've ever done like a co-working space, and yeah, it's not bad. It was like $32 a day, $33 a day. I think you can get like a weekly pass, something like that. Might be cheaper, but yeah, for one day, couldn't beat that. Good internet, and yeah, I would show you around, but there's a lot of people working, so here's my setup. All right, so we are checked into the hostel. I mean, not the hostel, the Airbnb. It was like decently expensive for the accommodations, but it seems like everywhere around here is really expensive compared to what I thought it would be like. But yeah, it is. We're good to go. Off work, gonna go to a place called the Salmon something, but they have apparently really good fish and chips. So we're gonna get some proper fish and chips, and yeah, that'll be that. But yeah, this is cute little area. I was told by the Airbnb driver that this is not a good area, and he's like, I would never come here if I didn't order through Uber, but yeah, seems fine to me. I'm from Philadelphia, so there's no such thing as a bad area. So this is like, what is this? This is Black Rock Pier. Looks like very muddy, but if you haven't noticed, the channel is actually about shipping container cranes. We're traveling the world to find all the shipping container cranes, and so that's the new. We're gonna shift. It's gonna be a hard shift, but yeah, channel is about shipping containers, cranes. No longer travel vlog. I'm guessing that's Black Rock. I think this is a spot. Perfect. So this is downtown. Where the fuck am I at? Downtown. I drank too much already, and it's only like 6:30. Cork, downtown Cork. This is downtown Cork, and yeah, this is what it looks like. They are incredibly pro-Palestinian here, where they're like ceasefire now. Everywhere you go, there's very much like Palestinian awareness, which is pretty crazy. You like, is not something you would totally think, but yeah. They also call this the Venice of Ireland because it has more bridges than Dublin, I think there's 29 bridges here. But yeah, it's, we're gonna go to the oldest pub in Cork. The city was actually founded by Vikings back in the day. It was all swamps, but eventually they drained it, and you know, they got where we're at now. But yeah, they it's been a pretty new town for the most part. Yeah, this is very much like, seems like a manufacturing town. This is, we're gonna go the Welcome Inn, the oldest bar in Cork. It's like 500 years old, 1600. I love how like Europe has these just streets that are meant for people. They're amazing. It's like more Western cities need to get used to all these shops. Tons of bars and cafes and barbers and everything. This is incredibly European though. Like the United States could never do this. Although they should. Frisky Whiskey Bar. Casinos have only been open in the United States for like, you know, outside of Vegas recently, but it's weird to see, you know, casino, like small casinos. Like, I'm curious what the hell this is, but I didn't want to film inside the casino because it was a lot more depressing than you would have ever guessed. Yeah, it was just like one guy and 70 slot machines. Apparently they had roulette upstairs, but it was just slots and roulette. But yeah, this keeps on going. Like, when you think it's not gonna be like full of like side streets, no, it is. All the side streets have shit. So this is the end of it. We're gonna walk back and go back to that pub. All right, so this is very much like a do not meet your idols thing, because this place kind of sucks. It's always just fucking, it's actually pretty sunny so far today, but the public buses, you need fucking coins and all this shit, and it's just, yeah. So I ended up renting a car because it's so much easier than fucking bussing around and all that shit, making sure you have the right path. All right, so we checked into the dorm room. This is, I mean, hostel. This is a shared hostel. They have a bed, a bathroom in the room, which is way different than normal, but this is like, it's 80 bucks a night. So fuck, man, everything's so expensive around here. I might end up staying another night, but we'll see. Walk around, see everything, check it out. But yeah, we're in Galway now. So this is a life hack. If you pay for parking and then you end up losing your ticket and they charge you an exorbitant amount for losing your ticket, you just walk up without a car, you get yourself a ticket. Yeah, this is a cute little park. It's packed. Everyone's saying like, oh, this is the nicest day in a long time. And yeah, it seems depressing, the weather here, which is, yeah, that sucks. But the sun's out today. I'm gonna enjoy it. Bar crawl tonight at the hostel, so we'll see.
Yeah, like a street full of tourists. I've never been
the bar
there
called,
before.
bro.
Wow, it was just crazy. And I never saw this before.
And we're getting properly pissed at a pub in We're going to the Cliffs of Moher, checking it out. Met them at the hostel, and yeah, it's like an hour and a half drive from the hostel. We're about 30 minutes in, so, but yeah, Cliffs of Moher should be awesome. Let's go.
Oh no, my camera's. Fun fact, we shouldn't drop it.
Here are the cliffs. Get so sick of the rain. Windy as hell, but it's beautiful. It's crazy how intense the waves are down there. Like, it's just crashing on the cliffs. For some reason, this is an electric fence, which just doesn't seem necessary. And again, another small road in Ireland. Who would guess?
He literally was standing where the sign was. It's way too windy for that shit. I don't know what the hell they're thinking. There's a lot of things that say like do not go over this, and people are just going over it, and it seems like so dumb, but that's their prerogative. The wind is like so bad here that like, yeah, so when I gust the wind is just gonna wipe you off this rock, and similar to you know, Panama. But yeah, no, this is pretty cool. Cliff with his friend, like his family, like what the fuck? That's crazy. Just stunning views, like. Thank you. That looks fun, but no, thank you. I'm not going over there. So we're waiting for somebody to come and change our tire because we got a flat tire, unfortunately, because those roads in Ireland are probably some of the worst I've ever been on. And yeah, apparently we have to pay for it because on a rental, which is fucking dumb, but makes for a good story. But yeah, now you're screwed. You don't want to do any of that.
This is the King's Head. This is a cool spot. There's like a smaller
Did we go to the King's Head last night?
yeah, so it's, see that red top there?
Yeah.
It's right there.
Wait, is this where we saw that place?
This is what? Inside of a typical Irish pub.
I don't see it.